Hi, this is 20RPT here, and I'm going to show you how to install the tunnel client in my case. I'll also show you how to do the tunnel server. It's not that much different. Onto a Linksys WRT54GS. Remember, this only works on WRT54GS versions 1 to 3. And then I'm going to test for the Linksys bug, and if we can detect the Linksys bug, I'm going to show you how to fix that as well. So the first thing you need to do is come to broadband-hamnet.org. If you scroll down on the left hand side, you'll find user documentation. Click on that, and the one at the top says the tunnel. Click on that. Give this a good read through. It's got the warnings about which versions of WRT54GS do and don't work with the tunnel system, and I want the tunnel client, so this is the bit that will apply to me. If you're going for the tunnel server, then that's the bit that applies to you. So I want the tunnel client, and I need to copy this whole line like this. Now if you're installing the tunnel server, then you would need to copy that whole line there. Next, you're going to need PuTTY open. I don't recommend accessing it from another mesh node. It's best to connect to it directly. So connect to local node, and remember, do not use the default port. The port we use is 2222. Click on open. Log in using the username root and the password that you gave your node, and then right click to paste the command into the terminal. I'm going to make the terminal bigger, and press enter. It would ask you, would you like to proceed? Press Y, enter. Now this might take a little while to install, so just be patient, do not interrupt it. You shouldn't see any failures on the screen. If you do see any failures, you can hit Ctrl Z, unplug the power to the node, give it a couple of seconds and just plug it back in again, and you can try again. Now it says a reboot is required. Would you like to reboot now? You press yes and then enter. You lose the connection, and the Linksys will take a minute or two to boot up. So I'm just going to pause the video. I'm going to close that window first, and then I'm going to pause the video, if I can remember how, and get back to you in a minute. And once your node has reloaded, you can click on setup, put your username and password in if it asks, and you have a new link up here called tunnel client, or tunnel server if you went for that option. So I'm going to add an entry here. So I've just put in my credentials, I've ticked the enable button, I've put in the host name of the server, the password, which will be changed very soon, and the net IP. Click on add, and then click on save changes. Okay, once that is done, you're not quite done yet. You need to click on basic setup and then click on reboot. This is going to take about a minute to reboot, so again I'm going to pause the video, and once your node has rebooted, you can go into setup, click on tunnel client or tunnel server, and you should see a little green dot where it's active. Now if I go to the node status, mesh status, you can see I have mid1.20rpt-tunnel server. That mid1 dot, or mid and a number dot, shows that is coming through a tunnel connection. So let's test this tunnel connection, because I've just installed a tunnel client on a Linksys device, and there is a method for checking to see if it's got the tunnel bug or not. For this you'll need command prompt, which you can go here, type in cmd, press enter, and that will load up your command prompt. Now I've been writing up some instructions here on the Linksys tunnel bug. Now what I want to do is open cmd and type in tracer hostname. Now hostname is to be replaced with, and without those brackets, a destination host name on the other side of the tunnel. Now I'm on a tunnel client at this end. I'm connecting to a tunnel server, so I need to test something on the other side of the tunnel server in order for this to tell you whether you have the Linksys tunnel bug or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tracer 20 rpt tunnel client, because I've got to go down the tunnel to my tunnel server, and my tunnel client is right next to it. So I'm going to do that, and oh dear, seems we have a problem. Local node.local.mesh 10.62.76.169 reports destination protocol is unreachable. Now this is very key. This bit that says protocol is very key to identifying the Linksys bug. Now you can have a very similar report to this that says host or net. That is not the Linksys bug. Only if it says destination protocol unreachable, confirmed that you have the Linksys bug. And all this has been covered in this little thing that I'm going to release. Originally the instructions are from Daryl K5DLQ, who wrote the tunnel system and come up with the bug fix for it. And I've been modifying this for just for the people who are not very good with using VI. After all, it is the most unfriendly editor there is. So I need to load up PuTTY again, just like we did earlier when we installed the tunnel. Call node on port 2222, log in using root and the password that you gave your node. Now type in cd space /etc /hot plug.d /net. I'm just checking the file is there. Yes, it is. You need to do vi space 13 minus vton. Now what you need to do is you need to add this bit of text here between the underneath this line here. So I enter on the ISVPN line, then press up and type in echo bug workaround in hot plug on Linksys. Actually, you could have any bit of text between these two quotes, between that quote and that quote, but we'll just follow it as it is. Space greater than /dev /null. Then what you need to do is press escape :WQ, enter, and now just reboot the node. There's a way of doing this in the console as well. You can just type in reboot and PuTTY will disconnect, and we just need to wait around about a minute for the node to reboot again. So I'm going to yet again pause the video. Okay, and you can close this, and once your node has rebooted, let's just confirm that it has rebooted. I'll just quickly go into setup, look at tunnel client, and the tunnel is up, so I go back to command prompt and I'll run this command again. Same command as before. Hang on. So there's a bit of separation there. And there you go. We have just fixed the Linksys tunnel bug. So I hope that helps. Any questions? There are ways to contact me. Please give me a bell if you're stuck, or if you're not stuck and just want to have a chat. Please give me a contact, and we'll try and get meshed and maybe connect together, and we'll have you connected up to a larger mesh. 7 threes, everyone. Happy meshing.